tons and tons of applications where you might have something rusted, an old nut that's completely rusted. You got to take something apart, you cut the threaded rod off.
Or just maybe taking sharp edges off stuff. You can smooth things so you can kind of shape where they're going. Grinder is a pretty powerful tool. This might be, for instance, this might be, it's too big. But this might be, yeah, this might be like bolted down, holding a deck post. And it's all messed up. Well, maybe you got to move the post. So you take this off and cut that, and you move it over to here, and you drill a new hole and do something like that. So there are a lot of different applications why a grinder might work. Grinder is not the only tool that will work here. Now, grinder is a fast tool. It's not the only tool. This is some pretty beefy threaded rod. But a metal blade, thin curved metal blade on a recip saw will cut threaded rod. We're all going to do this, all right? Probably do two at a time. We're all going to do this. I don't want anyone cutting down here because then there's nothing left for anybody else. We want to cut like a ½ inch off at a time. And all we're going to do, see the face plate to this? You guys see this right here? How this can adjust? I'm probably just going to maybe do that for now. We're going to use my face plate.
You want a spacer?
Okay. Yeah, to keep it honest. Oh, here's a good lesson.
I just did recip saw with them. They might need a spacer.
Here's a good lesson for you guys. If you are cutting threaded rod and you're going to then reuse it, put your nut on first. Because when you cut it, you kind of round over the threads and it screws things up. You can then take your nut off and re-thread it as you remove it. So always put your nuts on first. Check your nuts, boys. So look, use the shoe.
You're up there and you're just tearing it off, and it's flying everywhere. So some people will actually like put a dumpster in their driveway with the blue top right into the dumpster, and it just slides right down. It's, again, the whole concept of working smarter, not harder, you know. So what do you think once you get everything off? What do you think the next step would be?
And make sure like there's no nails sticking up and stuff.
Right. So like preparation. Preparation's the big
Sweep
thing.
it off.
Sweep it off. You know, like see, like this is not too bad, but so you'll have nails that are sticking up. Now's a really good time to replace anything that's damaged. Rotted boards, crooked boards, anything that has like a gap, anywhere that you think that it doesn't sit right now is the time that you want to fix it. Okay. So now going back, if this is a new construction roof, right, you're going to want to put sheathing up, which is plywood. Okay. You want to. Plywood is not a moisture barrier. This will get. Okay. So once you get your plywood up and everything's tacked down the right way, what do you think your next layer? So you could use roof felt up here. No, not on the roof. You use the top paper. Top paper is going to be your moisture barrier. So this is your moisture barrier. Okay.
We're not going to get into, but what's this? What's this? Frame. What's this? Rim joist. What's this? Joist. If I'm down here, what is it?
That's made out of
And if I'm standing on top of it, what is it? Okay, so really it's the same thing, you just call it different things depending on where you're at. Or if this was a one-story house, this would just be a ceiling joist and there'd be an attic, and I wouldn't really think too much about that being the floor. Okay, so that's how simple a floor is. You know, there's really 3 components. And 16 on center is still what we're going to assume everything is spaced out at. Okay, what about, now we're looking at walls. We learned that walls are 16 on center. And these are called common studs. So these studs are 16 on center. But then if we have a window or a door, have you guys ever heard of king and jack stud? Heard those terms being used? Okay, so if this is a common stud, and you see this is labeled as a king stud. What's the difference between the king stud and the common stud? Again, these are super obvious.
The king stud's against the window.
Yes, so it's in an opening. So, and to help you not get confused about king studs versus, see, they don't even label. They call this
Working on it.
really.
This gets wet, it gets slippery. Okay? And think about on your roof, your 45-degree angle roof, your tar paper are going all the way up. All right? Now, as you're walking on it, you're stepping on it, you're turning it, you're this is just tar. It rips. So you're going to double your work. So work maybe one layer across, maybe 2 layers across, overlap a foot, just enough to give you that good water type. You know what I'm saying? All right, so after the tar paper, did everyone get a chance to feel this? After the tar paper, what do you think would be next? Okay. So the next thing you want to put in is your flashing. Okay. So flashing.
Oh, you're doing the live cast now?
If you guys want to,
I threw that fundraiser in there.
shoot a shout out.
What's up?
What's the length on the 32 and a half?
How many would you use?
2, 1, and 4.
We need 2. Just 2. So just go mark a thing at 30 and then 60.
Yeah, we're good.
So Joel, how do you like the kind of like living in the Midwest?
It's good. I mean, growing up in the South, we didn't have seasons, so.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm actually my family's. So my family before I went to school lived in Tucson.
Okay.
And so we were there for 4 years, and we actually moved back.
So, an interesting question.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I mean, perfect.
All right, now what we got? So yeah, I should throw some in for my fundraiser. We got that 4 or 6 part. What should we do for this?
You want to be in jail?
Let's get the last one. Where's the other 2 that we have? Right here?
2 here, but
Oh, those instances. Yeah, PX.
put a couple marks on that.
That's the rose. Where's the other one?
This is gonna join where you're like.
Probably that one, yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably.
The what?
Did you like 4?
Yeah, we just cut the 2x6 sandwich in
Are you guys like over here with the chops off?
You guys get all your measurements made?
Yeah.
Do all your cuts at once?
Yeah.
Inside you guys what?
Knock them out. Is this our? Oh yeah, this is our old one, right?
Yeah, so what you're probably gonna have to do, because it's so long, it's kind of the wrong area. Let's put this wrong right there. There you go, perfect.
Hey, you guys need a speed square. That you have one. Wait, no, we need one. Possible.
Stand on the sparks, good. It's not on there right, Rob. Not on there
Not
right.
long enough?
No, it's not on there right.
Uh,
It's wobbling. We're gonna hurt somebody.
It's not the right, these are, unfortunately, they didn't send us the right accessories for you guys. She sent us a grinding disc.
Well, we can smooth.
The grinding disc can be good for smoothing stuff. Sharp edges, angle line, anything that might want to smooth any, probably already said that. Anything like in a playground that might be a cutting hazard or abrasion type hazard, you guys can use that for. Is this the light that we looked at this morning? Yeah, did I put that back?
Oh, that's the light from this morning.
So it's missing a battery. Probably this one without a number on it.
Yep.
Bag.
So any questions on applications for cutting
So, your last part of the roof is what they call the ringe cap. Okay? Roof comes up to a middle, you shingle all the way up. Now what happens is you have a middle piece, okay? All a ringe cap is basically the same thing as the starter, but it's specially made
Lean on that ridge, and that's what provides the
so you don't
support
nail.
for the snow load or the rain or just holding the weight of the roof.
You'll never see a nail.
So we've got a joist and
But in
a
the
ridge.
top, if you put a nail down,
What's the top called?
now that's a hole in your shingle.
Ridge. This is the wrap.
The ringe
And
cap,
then
well, some
what's
people
this cut
make it
in here?
themselves. They cut it, they
Earth
rub
mount,
it
yeah.
on the
And
back.
you're going to do those later.
It's like
So,
you buy the matching
those are pretty much
black,
all the
matching
components.
color ringe cap. On top, fold it over, fold it down, stuff. Now the bottom.